e bienvenido a Estados Unidos. Hello, and welcome to the United States. We are Breaking New Ground Consultancy. I am Imani Marshall. Today I am joined by my associates, Leslie Hodges, Derek Robinson, and Marvin Marshall. We will begin today's presentation with a situation analysis and address why Natura should enter the U.S. market. Then our competitive analysis will highlight the challenges Natura will face during their expansion. Our implementation strategy will outline how Natura should appeal to the American consumer. Our financial forecast will predict how much return on investment Natura can expect in the first 3 years. We will conclude with a brief summary and Q&A session. I will begin with the background of Natura and a brief overview of the cosmetics, fragrance, and toiletries market. Natura was founded by Luis Antonio Seabra in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1969. The company is based on building intimate relationships. Natura is also known for emphasizing that you can be beautiful at any age. In the 1990s, Natura introduced its commitment to well-being and being well. Well-being was defined as a relationship one has with oneself. Being well was defined as a relationship between a human and nature. Natura's products also emphasize their commitment to the environment and prosperous society. An example of this is the Ecos line, which featured products made of the Brazilian nut. The Brazilian nut was harvested by local farmers. Natura created financial sustainability in these agricultural villages. Natura's direct sales model improved and influenced the lives of many. At $50 billion, the U.S. cosmetics, fragrance, and toiletries market represents 18.7% of the global market. Brazil's market at $16.5 billion represents 6% of the global CF&T market. The U.S. CF&T market remains as the largest cosmetic consumer market, while Brazil has recently moved from 5th place in 2006 to 3rd place in 2010. In both of these markets, women are the primary consumers. Also, technological advancements has created the new trend of new value consumers. These are people that are prepared to pay more for products that they feel are more effective. The racial diversity in both of these countries has also expanded the needs of cosmetic consumers. The Brazilian nut is an essential ingredient in many of Natura's products. It is grown in the rainy season. Just as when it is harvested in the rainy season, just as in farming, when entering a foreign market, timing is key. So why is now the perfect time for Natura to enter the U.S. market? Well, there's a new awareness of how the products that American consumers purchase affect their society. There's also a growing concern with the environment and health. Natura also has many opportunities to flourish in the U.S. CF&T market of new value consumers. There's also an opportunity for Natura to gain significant market share in the direct sales segment of this market. But first, Natura must face its direct competition, which leads us to the competitive analysis. Leslie?
My name is Leslie Hodges, and I'll be walking you through our competitive analysis. The cosmetic global CF&T market is comprised about the U.S. by 32%, after which we have Japan at 19% and Brazil at 11%. In the distribution channels, discounters such as Walmart and Kmart have dominated the distribution channels globally by 29%. Department stores such as Carson's and Macy's, 19%, and pharmacies, Walgreens and CVS, for an example, is at 17%. Top global competitors after which we have Japan, 30% revenue and 11% market shares. And third, once again, we have Brazil at 18% market, at 18% global revenue and 7% market shares. For our top global players and with the companies, we have L'Oreal, Procter & Gamble, and Unilever. 12%, 9%, and 6% market share, respectively. The U.S. market is highly fragmented. As we just saw on the previous slide, that L'Oreal was a top competitor, but in its own market, they only command 13% of their revenue, of their market share. After which we have Procter & Gamble at 9% and Unilever at 6%. But we also see that 51% of the market share is dominated by other cosmetic companies. In the distribution channels, we see that in the U.S., discounters dominates the market at 44%, followed by specialty stores at 13%. The top 100 multi-level marketing companies, Natura is 5th place. Mary Kay is 4th place, and dominating the market is Avon at 1st place. Wholesale corporate revenue, Natura is $2.4 billion. Slightly ahead, we have Mary Kay at $2.5 billion, and for Avon, we have $10.3 billion. What these three companies all have in common is that they implement the direct sales model. What makes them different is their business strategy. When Natura enters the U.S., they use their differentiation strategy, meaning that they sell their premium products at a premium price. Mary Kay's segmentation strategy is that they target a specific type of consumer. Avon's cost leadership strategy is that they move their units in high volume and sell them at a less cost. The Porter's 5 forces. The revenue entry is high because in 2008, there was a drop in direct sales by 0.3%, which leads us to our supplier's power of also being high, because Natura is a natural-based company, and they do not sell cosmetics, they do not sell chemical-based products, which leaves the threat of substitution being low, because Natura's products are once again natural, and not many cosmetic companies produce natural products. The competitive rivalry is high, simply because the U.S. CF&T market is the largest global market, which leads me to say that it is highly competitive because every cosmetic market is vying for that #1 spot in the U.S. CF&T market and market shares. Buyer's power is high because the target customers represent 15% of America's population. Natura's main strength is their natural resources. As my colleague, Ms. Marshall, has stated, that the Brazilian nut is the key ingredient in their products. The Brazilian nut contains an oil by the name of selenium. It lowers the risk of cancer, and it also discourages the aging process. With that being said, their greatest strength can also be their greatest weakness. Because Natura is a natural-based company, when it comes to organic prices, their products' price range can increase. For opportunities, Natura has a very unique relationship with their customers. They care about what their customers think, and they also consult them. All the while, they spread environmental awareness, which leads me to say that 92.1% Natura recycles 92.1% of their waste products from their factories. A possible threat for Natura is that the demand for natural products may exceed their supply. Now we'll turn it over to Derek Marshall, and he will walk us through our implementation strategy.
I'm Derek Robinson. I'll be taking you through our implementation strategies. Our market plan is simple. We will conduct, implement, identify, and create. We'll conduct a thorough analysis of our market research, implement the most favored products from our market research, and create our distribution centers, Natura app, direct sales model, advertising campaign, and English website. Our market research was conducted in our target locations, which were New York, Miami, Chicago, and Los Angeles. Here Here we did telephone surveys for 2 months, focus groups for 4 months, field trials for 3 months, and then observed and analyzed all the collected data for 3 months. The results we yielded from this were that 53% of those surveyed liked the idea of green products. Skincare products were the most prominently used products within the cosmetics field, and that customers liked colorful and attractive packaging. Our initial awareness campaign will feature Natura's Ecos and Chronos line. These will be body washes, lotions, and anti-aging creams that Natura likes to call creams to prevent the signs of aging because they believe that everyone will age. Natura currently creates premium products for premium customers. Our target market will be females of any ethnicity who are in the middle to upper class, whose income is $50,000+ a year, and are environmentally conscious. To get Natura products into the U.S., we will import directly from Brazil. To ship and hold these products within the U.S., we will create 3 regional distribution centers. One will be in Utah, another in Missouri, and a third in Florida. The Utah distribution center will service western United States, the Missouri one, central United States, and the eastern one, the eastern United States. The Florida one, the eastern United States. We will use UPS ground shipping services to ship our products across the country, and the Natura U.S. headquarters will be located in Florida, specifically South Beach. Our Natura spas will be grandiose. They will be located in prestigious hotels such as the W Resort South Beach. From relaxing hot cold massages to mud bath manicures, one will forget their problems and drift away into the mood of the spa area. Here, premium Natura products will be sold. And this will be profitable because this is in an area where people are willing to pay luxury prices for luxury services. We would like Natura to deem their direct sales representatives as wellness consultants. Wellness consultants will be equipped with a Natura app and their own personal website. This application would allow them to ship products directly to customers without the extra hassle or cost. Being a wellness consultant would allow one to receive a lucrative commission plan, great incentives, and the potential for unlimited income. We at BGNC have created 2 advertising campaigns. This one deemed America the Beautiful. This campaign is directed to show America's natural beauty and the diversity of American people. Leslie, would you please show our commercial?
America, a country of beautiful people that celebrates the individuality of the human spirit. A country of natural beauty. Natura, a company for the people that believes in the integrity of the human spirit. A company that celebrates the diversity of beauty and honors natural beauty with an organic skincare line. Natura, it's well to be well. To locate a wellness consultant near you, visit www.natura.com/US.
Thank you. Let's get back to the PowerPoint presentation, please. Natura US Online. This will be in addition to the current official Natura website. This will be the English section of the site, for currently they lack one. Here is our Natura English website. Our website would allow U.S. clientele to be able to purchase products online directly from Natura. They would also be able to see what some of the products feature, and also in our career section, they would be able to see how they can become a wellness consultant. Thank you, Leslie. Back to the PowerPoint presentation, please. This would be our second campaign. We deemed Go Green. This would promote Natura's mission, which is to show their green initiatives through their green products. Now on to the financial portion of our presentation with Marvin Marshall.
Hello, my name is Marvin Marshall, and today I'll be presenting the financial forecast for Natura's entry into the U.S. market. Okay. So now that you have a successful plan into entering the U.S. market, the next question will be, how much will this plan cost? As you can see on the timeline, the overall costs that you see in both all year 1, 2, and 3 are overhead costs, which includes import taxes from importing products from Brazil to the U.S., income taxes that are going to be paid into the U.S., as well as real estate taxes in Missouri, Utah, and Florida. Another cost that you will see is the advertising cost for the 2 campaigns, commission costs for the wellness consultant trainers, as well for the wellness consultants, and for recruitment of the wellness consultants. As you can see, as the year progresses, the number of wellness consultants increases from 400 in year 1 all the way to 800 in year 3. But in year 1, an important cost that you need to implement is the construction cost of your wellness spa and your warehouses in Utah, Missouri, and Florida. These costs are important because the construction cost produces a safe haven for your products to be stored once they enter the U.S. As you see in year 2 and 3, the important costs that you need to implement in those 2 years are the website and app development and maintenance, as well as recruitment of more wellness consultants. These 2 costs are important because this can expand your clientele and also successfully reach your goals in creating more wellness consultants through the website and the application. Now, as you can see from our implementation of costs, these include all the costs listed on the timeline. And as you see, as the years progress, the total number of expenses progress from $35 million in year 1 all the way to $75 million in year 3. Now, as you can see with our total productive gross, you receive a profit loss in year 1, and this is typically most common for international companies like Natura entering a foreign market because there's not a lot of brand loyalty. But as the years progress and more wellness consultants are added, there will be more brand loyalty, and you will see a profit gain in year 2 and year 3. This graph is projected after taxes, but it similarly shares the same trend after in year 1 with the profit loss, year 2 and 3 with the profit gain. And now here's Amani Marshall with summary and conclusion.
Thank you, Marvin. In conclusion, we believe that Natura's success in the highly fragmented U.S. CF&T market can be achieved, but Natura must play to its strength. And Natura's strength is its direct sales model. Natura must implement our market plan, and it will be able to grow globally and obtain a sizable share of the U.S. CF&T market. Also, Natura must remember, agora e ahora, the time is now. Questions?
I see that your projected gross revenues increased by 200% between year 1 and year 2, and and then only by 1/3 from year 2 to year 3. On what basis did you make these projections?
Year 1 will be primarily construction and creation of the site and the app. So we don't plan to move that many products in year 1. Year 2 is when we're really going to start trying to move products, and that is why there's such a large jump between year 1 and year 2.
Okay, thank you. I just also want to point to you that you don't pay income tax when you have a loss. Okay. In your expenses projections, you have 7 in income taxes in year 1, while you really have a loss of 14.4 in year 1.
In your marketing plan, I think, this is a much more a question for clarification. You talked about introducing in spas, the website, and then app. Is that correct? I think that's what I heard. My question then is, how are you going to separate and distinguish your brand from, for example, if you go to W South Beach, from the W South Beach brand, in that knowing that the consumer will know that it's all about your company that's giving them the experience and not the W in this particular case?
The thing with the tour spas is that we would be buying a section within the hotel. So it's not, we're not competing with the hotel, we are within the hotel. People go to resorts for spa areas and things. Inside the spa area, Natura products will be sold. So it's not competition, we're working together.
In your threads, you mentioned that there may be a situation where demand for natural products could exceed the relative supply. Do you foresee that happening, and what would you do to address that case?
One, if the demand for green initiatives have been taken recently, just increasingly everything's becoming green. This is known to everybody in the U.S. If we have a product such as, let's say, one of the Ecos line body washes, and that's made from the Brazilian nut, which is only harvested in a certain time of the year, you can run out of that product because you can't make more because you can't. It's a natural product. It can only be grown certain conditions, certain time of the year. So if the demand is higher than the supply, we won't have the supply to meet the demand.
What would you tell your customers?
There's the Chronos line.
Tell me the thought about introducing this with a TV commercial, because if I hearing you right from your marketing strategy, you really want to be focused on some salons and then some the website, and in general, TV is a mass vehicle, so conceivably you could be driving people to an experience of looking for your product and not know how to get it, or uncomfortable with getting on the website. And so I guess help me understand at least the disconnect in my mind, it may not be a disconnect, between doing a mass vehicle with a very specific niche strategy.
Our target market would not be uncomfortable with getting online because of their age range and their financial status. But although we're starting off with that specific target market, Natura is a company that has such a diverse range of products. And so we want to make those products known and available to all Americans. So as the Natura US develops and grows, we can diversify the products that we feature in our commercials.